refuse to let you go. Feel like the beg, plead for your sympathy. I don't mind, cause it means that much to me. And you proud of me, sweet darling. Please don't leave me now. Don't you go. Too proud to plead, baby, baby. Please don't leave me.
Morning, everyone. All right, we'll just wait a few seconds to make sure everyone's on, and then we'll get started. Hey, Marthin, I see you're looking good. Still a Red Sox fan, I see.
The Red Sox, one does not choose the Red Sox life. The Red Sox life chooses you.
Of course. How stupid of me.
No problem. You didn't know any better.
Of course. All right, let's give this a couple more seconds. You know, this is pretty slick. All right, looks like we've got the lion's share of everyone.
Us, Jeff, not everyone. Okay, teams are us, all right? And, well, we are a team, right?
Ah, there you are, Joanna. You're absolutely right. I should have said us. Thank you so much. All right, since this is our first go round with online meetings, let's do a quick roll call, shall we?
Jeff, I have done these calls a number of times when I was with Shearson, Thompson, and Jones. You know, every participant's name is at the bottom of their feed. And if anyone would like to, they can hit the participants button and find a list of everyone who's on the call.
All right, thank you very much. Even so, it would help me to hear everyone's voices. I'm sure you understand.
Oh, got it. You know, getting everybody used to the new technology. Great thinking.
You have me all figured out. All right, so let's see who's here and where you're all from.
Martin here.
And Nicole here.
Richard is here too.
Al's here.
Dan is ready to go.
And
Grant's here. Hi, everybody.
everyone, that is Fran, our new analyst. Today is her first day. Welcome aboard, Fran.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. It's a little weird though, starting your first day on a new job from home.
Well, we should probably review where we're at, actually, so we can move forward. Joanna, I assume you had something prepared?
Yes, well, the governor declared martial law last Friday because of the coronavirus. And well, we are well past quarantine and shelter in place. In fact, for the next 96 hours, you cannot leave your house or go out on the street. I don't know where he got that number from, but anyway, there it is. As far as calling 911 goes, unless it's a matter of life and death or you need an ambulance, nobody's coming.
Yeah, I bet they had to go martial law because those ambulances, the fire department, the cops, they're all overwhelmed.
Yeah, you know, you're probably right. Anyway, looks like we're on our own for the next 4 days or so.
All right, thanks, Joanna.
I have a question. Does that mean that the cops won't answer calls like burglaries?
No, I'm really not sure, but if they do, it will take forever for them to get there.
Well, I hope you bought plenty of ammo. My 357 is cleaned out and ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't have guns. Do you think I'll be okay?
I'm sure you'll be fine. The cops will pick up anyone walking or driving around, and no one is going anywhere. I just like to have my friends with me.
You're not supposed to have anybody with you. What friends?
Smith and Wesson.
Okay, all right. A couple more things. I asked Fran to develop a communications plan. Go ahead, Fran.
Thanks. Since we all have company phones, I suggest we all use WhatsApp for quick video calls. Each call can have as many as 5 people. I also recommend we use this platform here for our meeting space. It's pretty easy, and we already have the subscription. Jeff liked those recommendations, right?
Yeah, a couple things. I mean, I chose WhatsApp because it works with either Android or the Mac operating systems, but we're going to record most of our meetings. So while we're in this environment, you can wear casual clothes to work. So don't worry about wearing a shirt and tie. with pajama bottoms like me. All right. So we should probably do some actual work. All right, Marsden, how do our sales look this quarter?
Everything's down. With this virus, we can't make any calls. No one's even sure if they're going to be open next week. I don't see us making many sales for the next few weeks. Even if we could, I don't know how we deliver anything.
All right, Nicole, with the current inflow and our current burn rate, how long can we actually stay afloat?
Well, I figured you'd ask. We can go for at least 6 months with no problem at all. But after that, there's going to be a problem.
All right, so it looks like we've got this on the run, but it's still going to be a little while before we, kind of make our way back to normal. It may be a couple of months.
It could be really rough down here in shipping. If we're not shipping anything, it's going to be hard to keep this section going.
I get that, but we're not laying anyone off today.
I know, but let me think of how I can use this time. It won't be easy.
I know. All right, that's about it, everyone. Let's reconvene around 4 p. Richard, when you looked into this platform, do you know if we are restricted for how long a meeting can last?
No, we're not. We can have meetings last for days if we want to. There is no extra charge for how long it is on.
All right, so let's leave this on, even if we don't have an actual meeting scheduled. That way you guys can kind of hop on and off if you want to have a conversation with anyone. I'll turn off the record function when there is no meeting.
For privacy's sake, just keep an eye on the number of participants in a meeting. If you're speaking, someone signs on, you'll see their face and no one else can listen without being a participant. By the way, the other cool thing is we can send private messages to each other or public ones to the group.
That is pretty slick.
Jeff, can I talk to you when this meeting's over?
Sure, just wait till everyone drops off. All right, just stay. Okay, if that's it, I'll talk to the rest of you guys at 4.
See you then.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Jeff, I hope you don't mind talking to me so soon after the meeting.
No, anytime. What's up?
I don't want to sound too insecure, but how do you think that went?
You're not being too insecure. I mean, I think you're at just about the right level of insecure. I mean, it's a new job, a new organization, and it's an important job in the middle of a crisis or an emergency or epidemic, a pandemic, whatever the hell you want to call it. No, I'd rather have you call when you feel like it. My door, or in this case, my electrons, are always open to you. Okay, do not hesitate. And just so you know, you are doing great.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll see you at 4.
Okay. Hey, did you just text me?
No, why? I thought we were using WhatsApp.
Well, we are. I just got this weird text and I didn't recognize the number. I don't think I ever got your work cell phone, so I was just wondering.
Right. When I started a couple months ago, I never gave you my number. That was really bad of me. Oh, hey, look, I've got another call coming in. I'll get back to you in just a minute, okay?
Oh, damn it. I hate this remote shit.
You rang?
I sure did. Look, we've known each other for a day or so, right?
Your Highness, I would estimate about 3,650 days. So, yeah, for you.
So, what do you think of the new girl?
First of all, you can't call her a girl.
Really?
Really. You can't say shit like that anymore.
Fuck.
That's not much better. Only slightly. I'm sure they use fuck only slightly more than girl at the holy shrine of Shearson, Thompson, and Jones.
Only I'm not talking about Joanna.
Good. Yeah, that bitch is wicked weird.
How so?
If I have to hear again how they did things at her last job, I'll puke. Soon she'll tell us how they hang the toilet paper.
All right, I'll talk to her.
Good. 'Cause she's freaking irritating.
You know, if you get a degree, you could have had that job. I've been telling you this for
And
years.
I've told you for years, I don't want that job. It would mean a pay cut. I make more on commissions.
And I wasn't talking about Joanna anyway.
Oh, Fran.
Yeah, I was wondering if you had, like a vibe. I mean, you're pretty good at sizing people up.
Hmm. Funny you should ask about her. I was watching my beloved Sox down at the sports bar on Gable Street, and there was this guy from her old job. We started talking. Yeah, he knew me, of course, and
Yeah, everyone does.
let me tell my story.
Go ahead, but I don't want to get old while you do it.
You'll be fine. And I can see you, right?
I guess I need to get used to this. Please, Maestro, do continue.
So he says, I hear Fran DeStefano's coming to work for you guys. I said, I guess. So I ask him, what's she like? He tells me she's the best analyst you ever saw. It does all that shit, charts and graphs that you management guys love. And
Well, that's good.
did I say I was finished?
Again, Maestro, do continue.
So then he says, there's one thing though. Some guy at the office tried to kill her.
What?
Yeah. Some guy at the office apparently took her out one night, and then the next day he lost his cool. He took a swing at her in the break room with the office coffee pot. The guy telling the story said she ducked at the last second and ran back to the office. Oh, fuck, that wasn't enough. This crazy man chases her into the main office, where all the desks are, and he's screaming, I'm going to kill you, you liar. And then the weirdest part of all, he takes his belt off and loops it like my dad used to when he'd whip me, and he goes after her.
Holy shit.
Yeah, right?
All right, well, fuck, then what happens?
Oh, maybe that wasn't the weirdest part, because this might be. I guess she knows kung fu or some shit, right? And the guy tells me she blocks the belt and does some kind of roundhouse kick to the guy's head and knocks him the fuck out. Boom! It's over.
All right, anything else?
Shit, yeah. So anyway, up to now, this guy, lying unconscious on the floor, he's the office good guy. He takes food to the sick coworkers, mows the lawns, walks dogs for the elderly, that kind of shit. No one can believe he went nuts, but they all saw it.
Shit. All right, so what happened? Why'd he lose his cool in the first place?
Who knows? The cops came, arrested him. She agrees not to file charges. Big mystery. No one knows anything. He gets to keep his job and clams up. The company gives her 6 months' pay and says she can stay, but the rest of the office hates her guts because the good guy is now a shit. So she hightails it out of there and lands with us.
Wow.
I know. Sports bars, right? I mean, who even knows if any of this shit is true? The guy telling the story is a Yankees fan, so chances are it's all bullshit.
Yeah, sports bars.
What do you do, right? I mean, Nothing, I guess. Something happened, and the guy attacked her, and she's the victim here. Even if you could do something, why would you?
I better talk to Alejandra.
And tell her what? A salesman was drinking in a sports bar with another drunk salesman and told him a story. No, you need to tread lightly, my friend. Your bigger problem is your deputy who won't shut up about her last job.
Am I interrupting anything?
Nah, I'm done. Hey, Richard, you still like the Cubbies?
I do. I follow them at a distance, read the box scores, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, I gotta go. I'll see you guys later.
Hey, Richard, glad you called. What's up?
Nothing too big. It's just that Joanna never activated the phone that we gave her.
Really?
It's not a super big deal, but we are getting charged for a phone that no one is using. Can you talk to her?
Yeah, no problem. Hey, listen, I got this really weird instant message thing from Zoom. It's like this window pops up, and instead of it just said something like watching you, and then it said something about don't get too confident, or something along those lines. It seemed almost like a threat. But anyway, my question is, how secure is this thing?
Well, no one is supposed to have access without the URL we set them in the password.
All right, and we usually send those things through the email, right?
Yes.
All right, so let's send them out in separated emails from this point forward, just to kind of double up on the security.
Well, we have another meeting in a few minutes. I guess we can do it right after that.
Sounds good. All right, thanks. And I'll talk to Joanna. All right, see ya.
Bye.
Looks like people are getting on. Let's give it a second. All right, looks like everyone is here. So, how was everyone's first few hours working from home?
It's funny, but I have gotten more done working from home in the first few hours than I ever thought I would.
I know it's kind of late to bring this up, but you don't know what you don't know when you start something. So anyway, I don't have a scanner at home, and I need to print and sign these personnel documents, and scan them, email them in.
We have some credits built up with the copy machine guy.
Hey, if we could cash those in and get them to deliver a scanner to Alejandra, hey, I wonder if they would just roll that into the existing contract and we could get a deal, or at the very least, a no-cost increase.
Okay, that's great. I know the people over there pretty well. I bet we can just cash out those and get a free 90 or even 100-day deal.
That's a great idea. Good thinking, you guys. And with this corona thing, there's no telling how long we're going to be working remotely.
Is there any other essential equipment anyone needs that we haven't thought about?
Joanna, look out behind you!
Oh my God! What the hell?
Oh my God.
Oh my
What
God!
the hell just happened?
What?
Shit.
Joanne!
She can't hear you. Her feed's been cut
Oh
out.
my God!
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Is somebody gonna call the cops?
Shit, I can't catch my breath.
I'm on it.
On
Okay.
what?
Calling the cops.
Oh my God.
Thank you for calling the Newark Police Department. Due to the declaration of martial law,
Leave
Oh
a
my God.
message.
your call at
Recording?
this moment.
It's freaking unbelievable.
Good time to have a gun.
man, it's,
Oh
This
my
is an
God.
emergency.
Shut up! I
You
can't
want
hear
that, do
anything.
And the first
Okay.
available officer will call
A
you as
message. We
soon
need to
as
hear.
possible. Unless you are transporting someone to the hospital, you may not be outside and are subject to arrest if caught. For
Oh my
food or
God.
medicine, call your local emergency delivery service.
We want to report an assault at. Does anybody know Joanna's address?
Hold on a second. Give me a second. I'll get the address.
Okay. I'm gonna call that.
Here it is. It's 8305 Blue Lion Road, Wilmington.
Oh my
Wilmington.
God.
Yeah, it looks like it's one of those weird places that's technically Wilmington, but feels like Newark.
Oh.
I'll call the county police.
Do you need the number?
Yeah, I've got it. We deal with those guys all the time.
Thank you for calling the
Another
Oh,
message?
God.
Kidding
We
me?
need to log those special bullets I've got.
Quiet!
Oh my God. I don't believe
Our
this.
officers are on patrol. If this is an emergency,
This is unbelievable. I mean,
Oh,
how are we gonna
crap.
do this?
I don't know.
Guys, shut
We're
the
gonna-
fuck
I'm
up.
getting my
I'm trying
guns
to
ready
make a
now.
Okay.
Hey,
You may not be outside and are subject to arrest if caught. For food or medicine, call your local emergency delivery service.
hello. I want to report a murder, or what we think is a murder. The victim's address is 8305 Blue Lion Road, Wilmington. Her name is Joanna Gardner. My name is Vanessa Holcomb, but you should call Jeff Long at 302-609-4125. He's our boss. And we were on a conference call when it all happened. We saw it all. It's about 4:30. That was crazy. I can't believe I just called 911 to report a murder and had to leave a message.
It just gets stranger and stranger.
What did they say?
Nothing.
Oh my God.
I don't know
Oh
what
my
to
God.
say.
What was the name of that? What was the name of that place you worked at?
Shearson Thompson
Pearson Thompson Jones.
Jones. How could you forget? She never shut up about it.
Okay, did anyone like know her or hang out with her?
No.
Really?
Neither.
I bet someone from our old company did this.
We don't even know those people. How the hell can you jump to a conclusion like that?
I'm just speculating.
Nah, I don't see it.
You don't see it?
No, I don't see any of those people doing that.
What do you mean you don't see it?
I'm just saying.
You're just saying what?
I'm just saying that when I worked there,
You
I
work
didn't-
there. You work there.
Hey, man, everybody comes from someplace.
you know?
Something is not right here.
Are you suggesting that Fran killed her while we were all in the same teleconference?
I don't know, but this is way too much of a coincidence.
Wait a goddamn minute. Are you accusing me of something?
Well, I'm not accusing you.
You don't even know me.
Look, this is ridiculous. We're not even sure she's dead.
So what? Richard is suggesting I had something to do with Joanna, and you guys are debating whether or not I could do it, or whether or not she's even dead. Fuck you, assholes.
What?
I wanted to be treated like shit. I would have stayed at Shearson.
So there is something.
Are you fucking kidding me? I swear to God.
Stop. What are you guys even talking about? Fran came here for whatever reason, and it is none of our business what that reason was, okay? This place is going to be a safe place where everyone can feel safe. If you want to throw around unfounded accusations, you can get the hell out now.
I'm sorry. I just got carried away.
I'm hanging up. I'm too angry to talk.
Just hold on a second. Tomorrow morning at 9, if anything happens between now and then, I'll send a group message. I need some time to think.
Man, that was bad.
Look, we don't know anything yet. She might not even be dead. We really don't know her. She might have some sick hobby like community theater or something, and that was all part of that.
It seemed pretty real to me.
Yeah, me too. I'm just hoping. Can you believe the cops aren't rushing over there? It could be murder, for God's sake.
Well, I heard there's so many cops that are sick, there's no one to send. That's why the martial law went in.
I guess they figure if they can keep people locked in their homes, the cops can piece it together when it's all over.
Yeah, well, this one should be easy.
Why?
That Fran, she knew her from Shearson. There is something there. I know it.
Maybe. She never said she knew Joanna.
Never said she didn't.
You know, if you'd applied for the job, you would have been VP and she'd be dead somewhere else.
Think I would have got it?
Probably. Why didn't you?
Well, Jeff upset me.
How?
I was sitting right there, and not one time did he suggest I apply. Shit, he should have just appointed me.
That was a bad move on your part. He probably had to advertise it, so he wouldn't get sued.
I didn't see it that way.
Just saying.
Yeah.
There's a vacancy now.
Hey, don't let me interrupt.
Oh, that's all right. We were just bullshitting.
Yeah, we probably need a little bit of that. Hey, I have to take this.
Oh, no problem. We were just leaving.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Hey, Fran.
Did you hear that shit?
Yeah, sure did.
This is bullshit.
I know.
Look, I wanted to talk to you about this before I tender my resignation.
Okay, but let's not do anything rash just yet. Okay, we've all been through a shock.
Do you know why I left Shearson?
Why don't you tell me about it?
Ugh, fuck, I hate this.
It's okay. It's just you and me.
One night, oh God, I went out on a date with Chip Slattery. He was the general manager there. Anyway, it went badly.
How? Never mind, not my business. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. He wanted, anyway, I wouldn't. And
Okay, and?
the next day we saw each other at the office and it was strained for sure. I mean, and out of nowhere, he attacks me. He comes after me with like this freaking looped belt. And I guess he wanted to humiliate me as well as beat me. So my training took over and I kicked him in the head and knocked him out.
Oh my God.
Oh God, damn it.
Hey, it's just us. Relax, okay? You can cry all night long if you want to. It's not a problem.
No, thanks. I know. It's just not too professional on my first day.
Well, as far as first day goes, I think you're doing great.
I just want to be left alone and do my work.
I get that, and you don't have to tell me. But I'd love to hear what happened next.
Well, they were afraid I was going to sue, and they offered me some money to go away. I should have held out for more. Joanna negotiated for them. I was stunned to see her on the Zoom call. I really was. And then the call we just had, I mean, and all that, it just all brought up that stuff with Chip and Richard started accusing me. I couldn't take it. I'm sorry.
Hey, you said something about training?
Yeah, I've done martial arts for, let's say I started young, about 20 years.
Wow. Really fell in love with it, huh?
Well, not at first, but the dojo was down the street, and it was a good place to be while I waited for my parents to come home. The other kids wouldn't bother me there.
Yeah, kids are jerks, most of them anyway.
Yeah, they are where I lived, especially when you're like me.
I don't know about that. I think you might be a perfect fit here. So there is that.
Thanks. I guess I'll stay for a while and see how things work out. I just wanted to talk to somebody. Thank you for being there. I appreciate it.
Look, you can call me whenever you want, all right? But if you're going to stay, please don't knock out Richard. He's the only IT guy we got. Just let me get a new one first.
Well, that is up to him.
Hey, it's the cops. I better take this.
Talk more later.
Absolutely. Hey, this is Jeff Long. You're on speaker.
Mr. Long, this is Detective Stewart with the Newcastle County Police.
Good evening, Detective. Glad you called.
Mr. Long, a Vanessa Holcomb left us a message about a murder and said you were the point of contact.
That's right.
Well, sir, we went to the address Ms. Holcomb gave us.
Okay, what'd you find?
See, that's the point. We found woods. No house, no body, nothing. The message said you were on a conference call with the victim. How did you see anything, and what exactly did you see?
Well, it was a Zoom teleconference, and we all saw her strangled, I think.
What do you mean, I think?
No. Like, we saw it happen. I'm sure of that.
Mr. Long, I need to talk to everyone. Can you set up a Zoom thing fairly soon?
Yeah, we have a meeting set for tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Well, I'd like to do it sooner, but I need you to verify the victim's address. Can you pull the meeting together in about 2 hours?
Yeah. I mean, I guess so. It's not like anyone has any place else to go.
Good. I'll text you my email, and you can add me to your list.
Okay. Okay, thanks. And I'll send you the login info in the next few minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Long. I'll be standing by.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for coming so soon.
No problem for me. I was just watching some Bo Sox reruns. Even for me, that's a little bit too much loyalty.
It looks like someone new has joined us.
That's not the new VP already, is it?
Hardly.
So you guys finally made it, huh?
Oh, we made it some time ago. We just don't report everywhere we are. It deters looters.
Yeah, right.
Like I told Mr. Long, we went to the address Ms. Holcomb gave us, and all we found was an empty field. That's it, nothing else. Is the HR person here?
Yeah, that's me.
Alejandra?
Herring.
Like the fish.
Exactly.
Do you have access to your files?
Yes.
Could you double check the address while we wait?
Sure, just give me a second.
While we're waiting for that, are any of you friends with Miss Gardner?
Just a few more minutes.
She wasn't the kind of person that inspired a whole lot of friendship.
She never talked personal stuff, only work stuff. She always had a new idea to do something or other.
Did that make you angry, hearing a better way to do things?
Well, it didn't make me angry, but it sure was irritating after a while.
I didn't have much to do with her. I was down in shipping and she hadn't figured out where we were yet.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Oh, I don't mean she's not
Okay,
welcome.
I got it. It's 8305 Blue Lion Lane, Wilmington. Yeah, just like we said.
I don't know. Something is obviously wrong. Miss Herron, do you have a resume or application on file?
Yeah, I'd have to dig around. I brought some boxes home and I have to go through them because we've been in the process of digitizing. So I'll dig through them in the next few hours.
All right. So when she does get the resume or application or whatever, well, then what do we do?
Oh, text me. Well, what I'm trying to figure out is where she lives or lived.
Where does she live? She's dead.
Oh, no one is dead until I find a body. I am assuming that she is still alive. Miss Herron, does the company have a life insurance program?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I was wondering who the beneficiaries are to her policy. I mean, money is always a motive.
Yeah, I'll check that too.
Does everyone have direct deposit?
Oh yeah, it's a requirement. It helps make things easier.
Well, that might tell us. Let me see if we can find out if her account will give us any idea where she lives.
Might help, but not from us. We just require a voided check with a routing number and an account number, and those checks are notoriously out of date. We always have problems with addresses and phone numbers on checks, but at least we'll be able to get to the bank anyway.
Okay, thanks. Even though I'm not prepared to say that Miss Gardner is dead, what exactly did you see?
Oh, we can do better than that. We can show you. We have the Zoom meetings set so that it records the meetings. So, and we do this for all of our meetings. I've been turning it off after the meeting so that everyone can talk freely and share ideas amongst themselves.
When can I get that?
I'll ask Richard, our RT guy, to get it for you. Hey, Richard, I don't think he's online right now.
Sorry,
Damn, he must not have gotten the message.
Well,
Sorry,
keep trying him to get him, and if you could forward that recording to me.
Sorry, I must have muted myself, and I fumbled around and I turned it off.
Well, you got all that, right?
Detective, can you handle a zip file, because the recording will be a huge file?
Yes, we'll be fine, just fine. That's about all we can do for now. Miss Herring, please tell Mr. Long when you've located the information. And Mr. Richard, what is your last name?
West.
Oh, West. Mr. West, as soon as you can get this information, please send it to Mr. Long. He has my contact information. Thanks.
Glad to do it.
Thank you. I may want to meet with each of you individually after I review the recording and some other things.
Okay, thank you. Well, people, I guess that's it for now. Let's try to get some rest.
Good night, guys.
All right. Hey, boss.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. Just checking in on you.
Checking.
Well,
Rocket.
that's all right. No one ever thinks of checking on the boss. I thought it might be, well, nice.
Well, thanks. It is. Nice, that is. Great first day, huh?
Seems a lot longer.
I bet. You know, I'm a pretty reasonable guy, but I feel like I've just experienced some pretty unreasonable things, you know?
You know what Jack Burton does at a time like this?
Ooh.
Jack Burton.
How can it be? A Big Trouble fan?
When some wild-eyed, 8-foot-tall maniac grabs your neck, taps the back of your favorite head up against the barroom wall, looks at you crooked in the eye, and asks you if you paid your dues, you just stare that big sucker right back in the eye, and you remember what old Jack Burton always says at a time like that. Have you paid your dues, Jack? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The check is in the mail.
I've got a better one for you. And then depression set in.
Stripes, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Now, who would have thought it would take a murder for me to find a woman who likes both Big Trouble in Little China and Stripes?
How about this? The Donga need food.
What's happening, hot stuff?
What?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything. It was Long Duck Dong.
Long Duck who?
Dong, like dong, 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 dong.
Is this really appropriate?
What? What?
I gotcha.
Yeah, big joke. You know, Marston already told me once today I was a Neanderthal.
Well, maybe you should probably listen.
You know.
It is. Jeff, there's something I need to tell you.
Sure, what is it?
Well, Okay, I thought I heard somebody coming on. Did you hear somebody coming on?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah. This Zoom thing, sometimes they pop up, sometimes. Oh, okay. Hi.
You're stuck here. Sorry, Jeff. I was
That's
hoping
okay.
you were here. Oh, God, am I interrupting something?
No. We were just
Okay, well,
yeah,
it doesn't matter. I've gone through all our personnel records and I found something. That's a bunch of somethings.
Maybe I should go then, I guess.
Oh, no, you don't need to. I mean, I'm sure whatever I say is going to get back to the whole group via Detective Stewart anyway. So.
That's true.
should I call Detective Stewart?
Yeah, it couldn't hurt. That'll save me from having to tell the story twice.
Okay.
Jeff, do you mind that I'm on here? Is that cool?
Look, if Al says it's good, it's good.
Okay.
Hey, Detective. Al here did some research, and she wanted to tell me that she found you, so I thought we might kind of loop you in.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Long. Miss Heron, what did you find out?
Oh, call me Al or Alejandra, please. Okay, well, I looked through the files like you said. I started rooting through the applications, and you have to see this. See, I hope you can get the stupid screen share to work. Okay.
All right. What am I looking at?
Okay, so this is Joanna's resume. Look at the contact information.
Okay, it's a P.O. box.
Right. Now look at this.
Okay, so it's one of our employment applications with that same phone and baloney P.O. box address. So,
Mhm.
Emergency contact information.
Chip Slattery.
Who's Chip Slattery?
Right. And wait, you guys know this Slattery guy.
Yeah, only by reputation.
Excuse me, but who the hell is Chip Slattery when he is somebody?
He's from my last company.
So is he the asshole who...
You know about that?
Asshole who did what?
Of course I know. I'm HR. I know everything. Like, I had to call your last employer to check wages and position. The boss loved you, but the staff, well, they were pretty glad to diss you, and it took close to an hour to shut them up.
So you know.
So I know that you were attacked by some prick.
Yeah.
So Chip fucking Slattery is her emergency contact. So what?
Attacked? What? Wait a minute. You were attacked where?
No, I'll tell you about it later. Al is trying to tell us something here.
We will return to this line of questioning.
Okay. Now, hold on, because this is going to rock your world. Remember this?
Is that a letter of reference?
Richard.
Richard?
Yeah, that's right. Your pal Richard.
With Shearson Stationery.
What?
Right. Read this paragraph here about him.
Wow.
That fucker.
That fucker.
That fucker.
Maybe you all obviously know something that I don't.
Okay, he tried to throw suspicion on Fran.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, listen. After I saw Joanna's application and I noticed the emergency contact, I knew I had seen that name somewhere before. And how often do you see that in HR correspondence? Never.
Okay, but it still doesn't prove anything.
It proves that Richard is a two-faced jerk. Was the only person that knew Joanna. I'm gonna freaking kill him.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh.
People are dying here.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just so infuriating.
Okay, so what do we do now?
Have another Zoom meeting.
Well, we have one scheduled in the morning.
We should probably move faster. I'm still not convinced that Miss Gardner is dead. So if she is somewhere, anywhere, we don't want to give him time to kill her and move the body. Al, do you have Richard's correct home address?
Well, I have an address, and I'm pretty sure it's accurate. I mean, things go there and he answers them like, open enrollment stuff.
Please send it to me.
All right, what time is it now?
It's late.
All right, I'll set up a meeting for an hour from now. Is that good?
Yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. Better yet, 90 minutes. That'll give me more time to get a team over there to see if he's home or even if that's the right address.
All right, people, let's do this thing.
All right.
Wow, like Marsden says, stranger and stranger.
I am stunned.
Oh, hey, you said there's something I should know.
Oh, it can wait. It can wait, really.
Hey, am I interrupting a private counseling session?
No, dude. I was just leaving.
I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
We're gonna have to have a call with Detective Stewart in like 90 minutes. She's got something.
Yeah, I got to tell you something.
Huh? Go ahead.
I see you chummy with Fran.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I don't know how to say this, but I was talking to this guy after our last call. You know, the guy from the sports bar.
The Yankees fan that's full of shit.
That's not much of a distinction. All Yankees fans are full of shit.
Irregardless.
Yeah. Did you know irregardless really isn't a word? It means without regard.
Marsden, you're stalling. Seen it for 10 years. Just give me the straight skinny.
Appropriate choice of words.
Let's have it.
The guy told me Fran is a dude.
What?
Not exactly a dude. I mean, she was born a dude, but became a woman, or is becoming a woman. I don't know how this shit works.
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, I understand each individual word you're saying, but when you put them all in a sentence, I'm confused.
Fran is a transgender woman.
Oh, well, when you put it that way, it's not nearly as frightening. Fuck.
I guess calling her one of the girls is probably okay in this case.
It's not funny, man.
Too soon?
Just a bit.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, I couldn't tell there was anything off.
That's the thing, that there isn't anything off. I mean,
what? I'm confused.
Fran kind of got screwed in this deal. It's not like she was gay when she was born. That's a whole different fucking thing. As I understand it, think about it, man. And remember, I get my information on this shit from sports bars. Women like Fran are victims of some cruel cosmic fucking joke.
Okay, what do you mean?
Think about it. Some guy was telling me that it's not about being attracted to other men. It's about being a woman trapped in a man's body. Can you fucking imagine that? Listen, man.
Huh.
Women are better than us. We're basically shit. All we really want to do is drink, and have sex, and drive fast cars. If they ever figure out asexual reproduction will go extinct, who would put up with us? Now imagine you're a member of an enlightened group, aka women, and you find yourself trapped in the body of a shithead. That's got to be torture, right? I mean, unless you're all being up for being a guy. It must be terrible.
Hey, dude, are you mental?
No, really think about it. This lady was telling me that you have to think of our bodies like jaws or something. They really don't matter. What matters is the stuff in the jar, like a soul or some shit.
Okay, let me see if I get this right. So our corporeal selves are meaningless, and it's the spirit within the vessels that really matters.
What the fuck? Are you listening? What I'm saying is love what's in the jar, not the jar. Corporeal. You asshole.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys talked about this one night in between innings.
No. My pal from Shearson told me this Slattery guy tried to make a move on Fran, and he didn't realize she was transitioning or transitioned or whatever the hell it is, and he lost his mind because he thought he was attracted to another guy.
Oh.
Sports boss, right?
Okay, so let's say, for the sake of argument, I sort of kind of maybe just a little bit like Fran. So then what do I do?
First thing you do is you don't piss her off. She'll fucking kill you. Second thing, you have to ask yourself some questions. Like here's one. What's fair? Is it fair she's a victim of a random genetic raw deal? If she were born a chick, would you take her out?
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, probably.
There you go. You have one last question. Do you dig the jar or the contents? That's really the question.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, life's hard. And you don't have the socks. So you need to find happiness somewhere. Remember, man, she's not a dude. The shit that makes her a chick is locked inside the jar.
Okay. All right. I have to set up a Zoom.
For the morning, right?
Nope. Right now.
I hate this job. I'm going to run and get a cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, detective. They should be joining us in the next few minutes. Moments.
Okay, good. I have a team standing by at Mr. West's house. The address checked out. They're reporting the basement light is on.
Well, yeah, Joanna's body's probably down there.
Oh, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's probably just a home office.
Hey, man, you're like totally harshing my vibe.
Well, I tend to do that.
What the fuck, Jeff? It's the middle of the night.
You don't think I know that? Look, I pay you sons of bitches handsomely, far more than you get anywhere else. So if we have to have a murder at one of our meetings and the cop asks me to get everyone together immediately to solve the goddamn thing, excuse the fuck out of me for interrupting your precious beauty sleep.
Okay. I'm just saying it's early, is all.
Get it, Jeff.
Sorry I lost my cool.
It's okay. Don't apologize. We're all a little freaked out and all a little tired.
Oh, good morning, everyone. I apologize for asking Mr. Long to bring you back so early, but I have a couple of questions that may be time sensitive.
And we understand.
First, you can't even reach the cops. Now they never leave.
Ms. Holcomb?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you said something.
I was just commenting on your dedication.
Well, thank you. Well, now let's get right down to it then. Mr. West, I was told there was an altercation between you earlier tonight, between you and Miss DeStefano earlier this evening.
Well, I don't know if I call it an altercation exactly.
Oh, I must be mistaken. But didn't you all but accuse her of being involved in Miss Gardner's murder?
Well, she worked there before she came here.
Well, that is an interesting observation, Mr. West. We did some checking on Miss Gardner, and in the last few hours, did you all know that Gardner is her married name?
What? I didn't know she was married.
Oh, like so many of us. It didn't work out for the poor woman, but she did keep her married name. I presume she thought changing it back to her maiden name was just too much of a bother.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
Oh, Miss Heron, I looked at the insurance earlier that you sent me earlier, the form, and the beneficiary on that policy was her mother, Jennifer Slattery.
What?
That's right.
That means.
That's right.
Are you saying the prick that attacked me was Joanna's brother?
Well, I'm not sure about the attack because we haven't talked in great detail about it. But yes, Joanna and this Chip Slattery fella were family.
Huh?
Oh, personnel records are a little tricky, Mr. West, especially in this age of computers. Oh, they just don't go away. Even letters of reference.
Not sure what you mean.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I should fail to mention, I saw your personnel file earlier today, Mr. West. Oh, it was fascinating reading. Way in the back of the file is a reference letter from your former employer, Shearson, Thompson, and Jones.
What? You jerk!
Believe it!
They'll never
Sure.
believe this down at Gable Street.
That doesn't mean anything.
Oh, perhaps not, but we'll know before too long.
And what do you mean?
Oh, I suppose I should apologize again. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention there's a team of police at your front door, and they're getting ready to execute a search warrant.
That fucking bitch!
Oh my God.
Take them down, take them down. Oh, I do hate this part. I hope they take him alive.
Well, they might kill him.
Well, that's totally up to him.
Negative K, nothing further, just city campy in the corner.
Ma'am, we got him.
Is he dead?
He has a few holes in him, but he'll make it.
Did you find the body?
No, ma'am. What we have is a kidnapping, not a murder.
God.
She was in the basement?
Just like you said, Cheapy.
This is
Thank you,
one,
officer.
this is one crazy place to work, let me tell you.
Yes, ma'am, I believe you are right. Mr. Long, I'll have an officer come around and take everyone's statements.
How the fuck did you know she was still alive?
Well, that's hard to say, Mr. Long. There was just something in the recording that gave me hope. For some reason, she just didn't seem quite dead enough for me. That, and when I heard that the basement lights were on, it just kind of all fit together.
But you specifically said that it was probably a home office.
Oh, didn't I tell you? I fib sometimes.
Huh. Detective, I know you're tired, but two questions. One, how did Richard commit the murders and still be in our online meeting? And two, was Joanna living with him?
Well, Mr. Long, I think it's like this. But we'll know more when the boys in the lab look at his computer. Mr. West was not really on your Zoom meeting when he committed the crime. The boys in the lab tell me you can put a picture of yourself up there, and if you want to leave the meeting for one reason or another, they tell me that there are two ways to do that. And as Joanna was living there, and why, who knows? Well, I got me a perpetrator to interview, and I best be on my way. Good night, all. Stay safe.
Wow. What a day.
Oh my
Well,
God.
guess we should get some sleep. We have to be at work in a little while.
You know what? Let's just take the next few days off. I know I am.
Sounds good.
All right.
See
Good
ya.
night, everyone.
Thanks. Good
Good
night.
night.
Bye.
Good night. Why do you think he did it? I mean,
Oh, who knows? Well, I'm sure Detective Stewart will tell us eventually.
whew.
Hey, listen, I think there's a vibe between us.
I do too. But there's something I have to tell you.
Okay.
I'm a transgender woman.
Regardless, that still doesn't change the fact that there is a vibe between us.
There is a lot of hate that goes along with being transgender, and you could get some of that now.
Hey, I'm a big boy. I can handle it. You know, I'm not sure where this will end up, but hey, let's give it a chance.
This is going to be difficult.
Oh, just remember what old Jack Burton does. When the earth quakes and the poison arrows come from the sky and the pillars of heaven shake. Yeah, Jack Burton just looks that big old storm right square in the eye and he says, "Give me your best shot, pal. I can take it."
Oh, God. Well, I am tired. I'm going to go and get some rest. I'll call you tomorrow. I guess actually it's today because it's like the sun is starting to come up.
Well, just give me a call in a few hours. I want to grab something to eat and then lay down.
Bye.
Bye.
And that was traffic on 95.2 WKKY Wilmington. I'm Darius Mack, playing the songs that are long to make your lockdown shorter.